I too didn't have a great relationship with my father. I still don't, but it wasn't violent. I wish it was at certain points in my life, because I would have killed him. Um, but it was more emotional and negligence and whatever. I used to live in, I used love as a weapon for everybody around me to gain things and to gain money or relationships, and then I'd use people because of it. And for whatever reasons, however that ended up happening, I was always angry, and I would pretend to love and use anger, and I lived on this island of pure hate, and I protected myself by not letting love out. You know, I mean, that sounds ridiculous to say, because ultimately it would have happened without me being aware of it or not. I didn't have an understanding when I was younger anyway. So, but I always held on to this hate of things that people had done to hurt me, and things that people had said, and things that people hadn't even said. You know, I was hurt by the things that people hadn't said. What ridiculous thing to be hurt by. And I can't even remember how long ago it was now. It's quite recent, but about 12 months ago. I've been on a journey since I've had kids. I've been on a journey, as you do, and I've learned to love and cherish. And these moments happen in life that I'm not experiencing this love for things, to use this love to gain something later on down the line, which is what I would have done many times over throughout my life. Used it to gain whatever. And at one point, I sort of realized that I was experiencing love, and I wasn't going to use it for a weapon, and I wasn't trying to gain anything personally from it. And I kind of thought, well, this feels a lot better than anger and grief and resentment, and it feels a hell of a lot better, actually. And then I thought, well, when was the last time that me and Tim, my biological father, when was the last time we've actually even connected? And then I removed, didn't even latch on to that thought, because it's irrelevant when the last time that I connected with him was, and what it was over, and whether he was present mentally or whether he was emotionally there or whatever. I just thought, wow, what kind of effort am I making towards that relationship? If I'm holding on to hatred and resentment with him, then I'm too harming that relationship. I will never have a relationship with him because I've decided not to. And that isn't love in my reality now. So almost immediately, like a shed of a skin, I let go of this entire life. I cannot even emphasize how much I detested this man. I had kids, and I was determined to not be him as a father. I mean, I'm me. I'm never going to be him. I'm a completely different person, different experiences. So I reached out to him, and no agenda, no nothing, just reached out to him and said, I can't even remember, but it's just so lighthearted. Sup, dude, just letting you know I'm available to chat if ever you feel like it. And I had no, something like that. I had no care at all if he replied, because all I was doing was putting my foot out, or putting my hand out, and if he decided to reach back out, then brilliant. And if not, I'm not going to lose anything, because I've already not had a father in my life for my entire life. So what harm can come of it? Anyway, he reached out, and we ended up having I drove 4 hours or 4.5 hours to meet him halfway, and he drove 2, and we spent the day together. Typical of him, actually. We went to a service station, which is so what he would have done when I was a kid anyway. Pick me up and take me to a service station because it's convenient, which is really funny. But yeah, and nothing really has come of it since. I haven't reached out to him to rekindle my lost father, or whatever. But just letting go of that hatred has reminded me that, this island that I put myself on, the more love that I feel, the more expansive my world gets. And the more hatred and grief and resentment that I feel, even though those things are natural. If somebody me off, I feel those things, but I definitely don't hold on to them anymore. I'm not imprisoned by my island, which is definitely something that I built the prison on the island. I built that.